What if time stopped for a single purpose, to fulfill one prayer? What if the sun refused to set and the moon froze in place? This isn't a fantasy. It's a historical record found in the book of Joshua. Today, we dive into God's greatest military miracle. Welcome to a moment in time when heaven touched earth. Joshua 10 verses 1 to 15, a story of divine intervention that defies science. The city of Gibeon, one of the great royal cities of Canaan, had shocked the land by aligning with Israel. Their decision to make peace with Joshua sparked fury among 5 Amorite kings who saw this alliance as betrayal. These kings, rulers of Jerusalem, Hebron, Jarmuth, Lachish, and Eglon, formed a formidable military alliance. Their objective? Destroy Gibeon before Israel could defend it. Gibeon sent a desperate message to Joshua. Do not abandon your servants. Come quickly and save us. Joshua didn't hesitate. He gathered his army and marched overnight from Gilgal, across rugged, treacherous land. This was more than a rescue, it was a response of covenant loyalty. Israel's fate and God's reputation were on the line. As Joshua and his troops attacked, the Lord unleashed the first wave of divine intervention. Confusion in the Amorite camp. Panic broke out. Soldiers scattered. Then, from the sky came thunderous hailstones. Not small pellets, but giant, deadly chunks of ice. As they fled before Israel, the Lord cast down great hailstones from heaven. More died from the hailstones than from Israel's swords. Joshua 10 verse 11. God was actively involved in the battle. Nature became his weapon. These were not random acts of weather. It was strategic, surgical, divine. The message was clear. This was not just Israel's battle. It was the Lord's. Sun, stand still over Gibeon, and moon in the valley of Ajalon. Joshua 10 verse 12. Joshua's prayer was beyond imagination. He asked for the impossible, to freeze time, to extend daylight so the enemy would not escape under the cover of night. Amazingly, Scripture says, the sun stood still and did not go down for about a whole day. Joshua 10 verse 13. The laws of astronomy, physics, and logic were shattered. This was a supernatural interruption in the movement of the cosmos. But the most shocking part? There has been no day like that before or after it, that the Lord listened to a man. For the Lord fought for Israel. Joshua 10 verse 14. God not only stopped the sun, he stopped time for a man of faith. From a scientific view, stopping the Earth's rotation would bring apocalyptic disaster. Oceans flooding continents, tectonic shifts, atmospheric collapse. So how did this happen without global devastation? Theories abound. God paused time itself, not the planetary motion. He created localized light to simulate extended daylight. It was a miraculous phenomenon beyond physical explanation. Regardless of the mechanics, the Bible records a result that defies science yet inspires awe. Time obeyed the Creator. Throughout history, this event sparked immense theological reflection. Jewish Midrash sees it as a literal sign of divine favor. Church fathers like Augustine and Origen affirmed its truth and power. Islamic tradition references similar miracles of extended daylight. Skeptics argue it's metaphorical, but even myths from other cultures recall a day the sun did not set. Is it coincidence or a global memory of a shared miracle? Joshua didn't pray safe prayers. He prayed a prayer so outrageous that only God could answer. His faith moved heaven and shook time. That same God invites us today. Pray boldly. Trust unshakably.
Stand fearlessly.
When God fights for you, the sun can pause, storms can halt, time can bend.
Have you ever said, there's not enough time? Joshua's story says otherwise. God can give you more time, wisdom, strength, and opportunity than you imagined. Need a breakthrough in business, health, relationships? Speak like Joshua. Lord, stand still the sun of failure. Hold back the moon of defeat. Let your light shine longer on my victory. This isn't fantasy. This is faith in action. God exists outside of time. He created it. He can enter it. He can pause it. The day the sun stood still was a preview of eternity, a moment when time bowed to God's purpose. We live by clocks and calendars, But God operates by calling and covenant, and he still moves today in miraculous ways. What bold prayer are you afraid to pray? What miracle are you too scared to ask for? Joshua's faith didn't just change history, it changed how we understand God. You can step into that same realm of faith today. Comment below with your biggest prayer. Let's believe together for sun-stopping breakthroughs.
Was this video a sign for you to believe bigger? Hit like if it inspired you. Subscribe for more supernatural stories. Next up, we dive into the fiery battle at Mount Carmel and the parting of the Red Sea. Don't miss it.
On the day the sun stood still, heaven showed us this truth. When God speaks, the impossible obeys.
If this story blew your mind, imagine what else is hidden in the Bible. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to see that God still works miracles today. Drop a comment below. Do you believe time really stood still? Let's talk about it.